Hello, everyone. Welcome to your favorite trending channel on YouTube. As you know, G's Vlog. So, yesterday I was talking about what is trending in Gabon, and what was trending yesterday was the coup in Gabon. And I gave you guys a little story about what is happening in Gabon, but we want to continue from there today. And as you know, uh, it's no longer news that there is a coup that took place in Gabon, and the president is currently on in house arrest. So I'm going to show you a video of the president in house arrest. He was speaking utterly confused. Looks like he doesn't really know what is going on out there. And mind you, the president of Gabon, this man has been sick for a while now. I think he had this illness started since 2018. Okay, and 2019 something happened in Gabon before this coup. There was a coup in 2019 actually, but I will tell you what happened about that coup. But after you finish watching this video of the president, that is in house, that has been kept in house arrest by the military that overthrew his government.
Ondimba, president of Gabon, and I'm to send a message to all the friends that we have all over the world to tell them to make noise, for the people here have arrested me and my family. My son is somewhere, my wife is in another place, and I'm at the residence. Right now, I'm in the residence and nothing is happening. I don't know what's going on. So I'm calling you to make noise, really. I'm thanking you. Thank you.
So that was the video of the president of Gabon that has been placed in house arrest. So that is him trying to say something about make noise. Maybe he want the world to know and see what is going on in Gabon. But the truth is, looks like he doesn't really know what is actually going on, because if he knows, maybe he feels like the people are with him, are still in support of him or something like that. Because you cannot be a leader, like in Africa. I just feel like Africa leaders are not leading, they are just ruling. Because for 55 years, a particular family has held a country. Like, I mean, being a president of a country, how did it become like a family business? And from the things we've seen, the people are happy, a lot of jubilation. There's even a lot of people who sees this in across the Africa, Central Africa, West Africa, and the rest of them, like this is like revolution to them. It's not like cool, because when certain government, they've been in power for too long, a lot of people are saying, opinion of people that I've seen online and news and all that, that this is the only way they can take their country back, and they do not see it as cool, but revolution. I'm still going to take you down to certain video. As you can see on the screen, the video of different people jubilating and happy. And now this is the video of the man. When I mean the man who was the author of this particular coup that happened in Gabon. His name is General Bryce Ngueme. Okay, the General Bryce Ngueme is the author of this. That is him on the screen. People are happy. Soldiers are celebrating.
Brice Oligui Nguema was lifted into the air by a crowd of soldiers hours after coup leaders announced they'd seized control of Gabon, toppling its president. Nguema has a connection to the Bongo dynasty going back decades. His mother was related to former President Omar Bongo Ondimba, who saw him taken under the wing of a high-ranking general. Trained at the Royal Military Academy in Meknes, Morocco, he became former President Bongo Ondimba's aide. He remained by the late president's side until his death in 2009. He then fell out with Bongo family members and was sent to work abroad. As Gabon's military attaché in Morocco and then Senegal, he spent 10 years in exile. In 2019, he was recalled by the Chief of Staff, a childhood friend. This fell shortly after an unsuccessful coup attempt earlier that year, in which the Republican Guard was allegedly involved, and after President Ali Bongo suffered a stroke in October 2018, leaving him weakened.
Yes, you cannot hold a country for so long and yet they are not benefiting from your government. Like this country is just barely 2 million people, but they are suffering, really, really suffering. Like they are in abject poverty with everything they have. You know, this goes a long way to speak how our leaders in Africa are. Okay, and like I was saying before now, there is something that happened in Gabon in 2019, and that was there was a coup attempt in 2019 actually, but that one, I think the France stepped in and they were able to stop the coup, and the person who the author of this coup was actually arrested. But as I'm talking to you now, he has been released, and I'm going to show you a video on the screen. This man's name is Kelly Ondo. You understand? His name is Kelly Ondo, the author of the failed coup in 2019. He had just been released, by the military, Gabon military that just took charge. Okay, so and people are online making a thing out of it. People are happy celebrating it. Like it goes a long way to say that all is not really well. And apart from that, the soldiers also, you know, the soldiers also, the military also are making some arrests. As of this morning, getting information that few people are being arrested. Because if you watch, I'm going to play you a video also for you to see for yourself. Because a lot of people, some people, I think some top government officials have been caught with a large amount of money. There was one that was caught trying to, I think, sneak out of the country. That is what I'm showing you on the screen right now. He was caught trying to, sneak out of the country with this huge amount of money. Okay, some were caught in a house, some were seen in a house, stacked up in a house, right? So I don't know if it's a common thing with African leaders, not just to do these things they do, but they stash so much away that they can't even spend them all. It's just quite heartbreaking and disheartening, of the pictures and videos we've been seeing online. So then I'm gonna play you a video for you to see what it's like and the influence the West, especially France, have, in some of these, Central African countries that I think African are beginning this now to some opinion in the street that African are beginning to wake up. Is about revolution and the rest of them. That this government is this Ali Bongo's family government for over 55 years has been a great ally with France, and people of Gabon believes that a change of government is fair or better for them. Watch this video so that you understand what I'm trying to say when I say this influence the France government have on them and the opinion of people. This is a journalist. I'll play you a video right now.
Public as well. I also spoke to someone in Gabon as well, to get a feel of what was going on ground. So what we are seeing, or what I gathered, is that there are two major schools of thought, or two planks of views and opinions. There is one that belongs to the elites and government officials, and maybe some part of civil society, the well-off, and then there is one that belongs to the common man. And so you would see the African Union message, statement on this. It talks about condemning the coup, and then it says they have to give priority to peaceful political avenues and a rapid return to democratic constitutional order, restoring democracy. But when you talk to the ordinary people, they're like, we're not feeling that way. So the AU or the government calls it a coup, the ordinary people call it a revolution. That's the way they are seeing it. And then I ask, why are you seeing this as a revolution? They said, because this is the only tool that we have to change a government that has been in power forever. As everybody has rightly said, more than 50 years, one family running the country. And then I push further. So if it turns out that the military government doesn't work out, becomes a disaster, and they're like, we're going to take our chance. We think this is a historic time in our country. So there's so many opinions, and I have a few here. You know, someone says, I woke up and I was so glad, I felt like a bird had been let out of a cage. This is someone from Gabon talking. And then she goes on to say, we are feeling like we're getting a stop to being free, an avenue to being free from dictatorship and France. The Bongo family is
France.
Oh yeah, the Bongo family is working for the interests of France. It feels like a shadow has been lifted, and we feel like we have hope now. So they're talking about hope. At least let this family go. I'm glad that the ambassador mentioned 2019 when there was an attempted coup and France intervened, and then he's still talking about the possibility of France intervening this time. I think France is hearing loud and clear. They are aware of what is going on across their former colonies. And by the way, this Bongo belongs to that school of thought of France-Afrique, you know, a system and a philosophy that gives France, you know, the leeway to pillage and abuse, you know, the former colonies unchecked. And so people are not having it anymore. And so you have really, you know, different planks of opinion. So you have also the internet. I'm talking about the impact of the internet on this. People have access to information and communication has been democratized, so they're able to talk to one another, they're able to see and analyze for themselves. And France itself also, they've had a revolution, so they understand what is going on. They had their own revolution in the 1700s, and during that time, they abolished the monarchy, they pulled down the feudal system, and there was a dramatic change in the political landscape because they decided that political power, the way it's managed, has to be changed between the governed and those that are governing them. And ordinary Africans will tell you this is what is happening today in Africa.
I will also show you an international news that also confirms to what I'm showing you right now, that some arrests currently are being made, you know, by the military for, you know, some of the top officials that were involved in fraud, you know, and other embezzlement, including the son of Ali Bongo, the current president that is being held under house arrest.
French colony, this time Gabon. The country's military has deposed the newly re-elected president and say he's been placed under house arrest, while his son has been arrested for, quote, treason and corruption.
It is brought to the attention of the national and international community that Mr. Ali Bongo Ondimba is being kept under house arrest. He's surrounded by his family and his doctors.
Well, the military leaders also shared a list of people who've been arrested for alleged large-scale fraud of public funds and who they claim organized international financial embezzlement. And
also, to let you in on some information that might be very vital to you, I told you I'll bring you the best trending news, the best way you can have it. You know, I'm going to even bring you some summary of what is going on, so you keep in touch. Please remember to watch, share, subscribe, because I'm still going to give you every update. I keep you updated as time goes with this Gabon. I'm still going to bring you the reaction of the African Union, the West, and France, and the rest of them, you know, on the next video. Then before then, I want according to this morning, as you can see on the screen right now, that is the spokesperson, Colonel Ulrich Mafumbo. This morning, they made General Brice Ngweme the chairman of the transition committee in Gabon. So what you see right now is a picture of Ali Bongo and the wife, and the thing you will see next is another video of him immediately after just concluded election in Gabon, which a lot of people tagged fraudulent election. And as a matter of fact, looks like the fraudulent election led to reason why, this coup happened this fast or something like that. So we are still trying. I'm still going to bring you more news, more update trending about this very Gabon, this very coup concerning this Gabon coup. Please remember to watch, share, subscribe, because most importantly, I will keeping you updated on what is trending.